So I made an executive decision yesterday. I don't regret it, and here's why. So, to just get right into the point, you all, I walked off of my job yesterday. I know, but hear me out because I shall explain. So, before we get into it, I will add, just in case I forget, through the process of my storytelling, after doing so, I felt very liberated, and we're going to get into why. It wasn't because, I walked off a job, I'm a freaking rebel, woo! Although that was part of it, all right? So what happened was, yesterday I got to work. Well, I just noticed, like, the past couple of days, work-wise and energy-wise, you guys, let me tell you, I've just been out of whack. A lot of that is due to the spiritual attacks and just the attacks in the physical that I've been dealing with, and that has been sent my way. But of course, I've been defeating and conquering and still proceeding on my mission anyway, right? Because that's the motto over here. I just noticed that there were just certain things that took place that led me, and actually it jolted me. It jolted me further awake because I realized, like, wait a minute. Okay, all right, now what am I doing, God? And God made it clear and God made it plain. So listen. So I'm in my room yesterday. I had quite a few checkouts. And again, for those of you who don't know, I was doing housekeeping and I already knew that was going to be temporary, you guys. Because first off, my back, ooh, it ain't able. But I'm in there and it was just like, I don't know why, but my spirit was rejecting the work. Like, my spirit was like, why are you here? Like, what is we doing here? Like, we got something to work on at home. Like, go back home. But I kept ignoring it. And like, over the past couple of days, I noticed, like, I had been having conversations with people and I was just like, though I'm thankful and grateful for this position and them, offering me the position and things like that, I realized that it's taking a huge part of my energy. I realized that I was feeling very energetically drained, and I don't like feeling that way. I don't like nothing or no one, no place, person, or thing to make me feel that way. Because immediately my spirit is going to reject it. My spirit is going to eject it to the point of me not being able to no longer, take part in such situation, such as working, such a job, right? And just working for someone else, period. Like, I don't know what it is, but I know a lot of people will listen to this, those who aren't, as spiritually attuned and just mentally evolved as I am, in terms of just realizing the power that I hold within, and, many of the chosen ones, the chosen beings of light hold as well. Our thinker is screwed on differently, all right? Like, I don't feel, of course, well, we're going to get into that, all right? All right, let me just continue. Anywho, so I'm cleaning the room, and here comes the manager, and she has been getting on my nerves for the past couple of days now, like, just the nitpicking and this and that, and I was just like, you know what? I was in my, third room of the day. She had already taken me back to 2 rooms, claimed this wasn't right, claimed that wasn't right. I'm like, girl, I am hot. I was rushing. I skipped out on breakfast, y'all. I hardly eat in the mornings, but I was hungry, y'all. When I get hungry, I get hangry, all right? I get hungry and angry. I get hangry, y'all. Child, you won't like me when I'm hungry. So she just kept taking me out of the freaking room that I'm cleaning, putting all my might into scrubbing these, because I worked at a resort, so they were regular size apartments that I'm cleaning, and I'm just like, oh gosh, and the pay was kind of minuscule, but I was just trying to do the honest thing, I was just trying to show God. Well, I was showing God that, what, if you want me to go get a 9 to 5, I'll do that. But God was like, look, it was just merely a test anyways, and here I'm gonna show you why. Right? So I'm in the third room and I'm pissed off. I'm fuming hot. And when I get mad, especially in a setting such as, work or something like that, I go within, like, I'm just, like, because she kept sending me back. So I finally got in that last room, and the dishes, like the entire kitchen was used, and that's the most frustrating part. Like, I don't even, like, I know it's a must. I'll never leave my kitchen not cleaned, but I don't like cleaning my own kitchen. I'll clean the bathroom before I want to wash some dishes. I'm that type of chick. I'm gonna be honest, but I'll do it. But I know, God willing, God say the same, my next place gotta have a dishwasher. All right, but so I finally get back to the room, and I'm like. Like huff and puff because I'm tired. I'm running from this room to that room, and she's saying that ain't right, and I'm scrubbing the mirrors, and I'm scrubbing the shower, and I'm sweating, and I'm really putting in this work, right? And so needless to say all that, finally that's when the Most High started speaking to me, and the Most High was like, why are you there? You don't have to be there. And I was just like, oh no, that's the enemy. The enemy want me to be broke as a joke with no hope, like before, huh? The enemy like when we was broke as a joke with no hope. The enemy want us to go back to the things that destroyed us. The enemy wants us to return back to our old ways of being and our old lifestyles. But see, God has something bigger and better for us, because the purpose is bigger, the vision is bigger. All right, so. Needless to say, again, the Most High was still speaking through me and was like, look, I'm scrubbing. I got the coffee pot in my head, and I'm just like, as God is speaking through me in the spirit, I'm still a little upset. And God is like, you don't have to be there. And I notice I'm moving slower and slower. I'm trying to make sure that it's all clear and shiny like the lady wants it, whatever. And God was like, and then finally, and I'm still I wasn't ignoring God, but I was trying to fight that feeling. I was like, oh gosh, because of course, those negative self-limiting belief systems will arise. Like, really taking that leap of faith, other people's, telling me, oh, you shouldn't quit your job. You shouldn't do that. You should wait until you have something else in store. And I'm like, deep down inside, I don't want to work for anyone else. I want to work for myself. I want to focus solely on my purpose, on my divine path. And that's all I want to focus on. And I'm trusting that God will guide my way. I'm trusting that all will be taken care of. I'm trusting that all my needs will continue to be met as they have thus far. Other people may not understand that. Other people may not have the ability within themselves to say, you know what, I'm going to walk off my job today and I'm going to go start that catering business. I'm going to start that wedding planning business. I'm going to go become an esthetician. I'm going to learn how to do nails. I'm going to learn how to do hair. Like, it's very difficult for people to come out of that 3D matrix way of thinking. And I just know that my spirit didn't belong there. And like I said, though I was grateful and thankful for the opportunity, that didn't change the fact that I was being energetically drained and spiritually as well with the nitpicking. And it had just began like about, I'll say like a week and a half ago. And I noticed my energy was thrown off, and I don't like that. If I notice I feel like I'm not getting out adamant content, I'm not on my purpose as I usually am, I'm feeling drained, whatever, my body is aching, I'm sore, my feet hurt, now I really got to get these dogs done, child. I swear. But I did pour into myself last night. I did a whole self-care treatment, took care of my little dogs. But no, though, it's just, it was very empowering and liberating for me. So finally, though, God spoke, it was like loud in the spirit, because I jumped, like, no lie. Like, this ain't no cap. Like, I literally jumped when God spoke through me spiritually. God was like, put that coffee pot down and leave. And so I had to be obedient. I had to do what God told me to do, asked me to do. And I put the pot down. I left everything where it was, how it was. Cart right in front of the door. Politely went and got my check, though. Let me give you the quick spiel about the check, though, y'all. So because you know how payroll, like the direct deposit, it takes like 2 pay periods for it to, get into your account. Like my last little check that I had got, like for orientation and stuff, that one was paper check, and so was this one. So that one came, I believe, on a Thursday. Like, she gave it to me on a Thursday, but yesterday all of a sudden, it was like a mishap, supposedly. The checks hadn't got there yet and whatever. So once I told her that I needed to leave, I didn't really give her the reason. I just told her, like, I need to leave. I need my check. I'm going to go to lunch, whatever. Which I'm not saying go about it in that way, you guys. I'm being honest. I'm being truthful with you all. That's how I went about it, right? And lo and behold, I followed God's command. And she finally, after a couple of minutes had passed, finally the check had arrived. And so I followed God's command, and I just commenced to walking right out, and I left, and I didn't second guess it, and it's not something that I regret. I know that in this day and age, and with the brainwashing mechanisms and techniques that they have used on the minds of the people, I know a lot of people don't have that strength to do that. I'm not saying I got a large savings that I got whoop-de-whoop to fall back on, but I got God. And when I got God on my side, I am unstoppable. I truly am, and so are you. For those of you who really have the faith in thyself and in the Most High God. So yeah, of course, as I was fighting within with those self-limiting belief systems and that inner voice that always wants to come up and try to, oh, you stupid, and oh, you dumb, why would you do that, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do that, all that stuff that was poured into us that we're constantly ejecting every single day. As I was defeating that and conquering that, like I said, I felt lighter, I felt empowered, and of course I had to, once I finally got home, I had to tell myself to just relax. It's been a tough couple of weeks, on your body, spiritually, energetically, mentally, due to not only, the aspect and the nature of that job, but also just everything that's going on spiritually in terms of the warfare and the attacks. It's just a lot. So for me to take this leap of faith and to say, you know what, chuck up the deuces, wish you well always, thank you for the opportunity, but that I knew that wasn't, that position, that job was not going to match or sync well with my spirit, and I cannot allow myself to remain in places, situations, or around people and things merely for the aspect of money, just because I'm getting money. No, I want to make money by doing something that I love, that does not drain my energy, does not drain me spiritually, does not drain me emotionally and or mentally. Like, y'all, my back, I feel like, hell, my back is running over to the left. My man, I'm telling you, this equilibrium is running over to the left, for real though. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all. So again, it was an executive decision, but it was one that I know that I was divinely guided to make. The Most High was like, put that coffee pot down. Like, he didn't like yell at me. Like, the Most High didn't like yell or scream, but that voice, you know when it's God. And so, put that coffee pot down. And I'm, okay, let me, all right, I'm out of this room. I'm leaving everything right here. I ain't touching nothing. All right, God, I'm following your command. I'm not trying to be disobedient. I'm not trying to block my blessings and abundance, baby. I just want to be obedient, And so that was my executive decision. If you all are contemplating and you are intrigued with, starting your own business, whatever, if you want to have your own platform or whatever it is that you passionately and truly desire to do, really go for it, because this is the season. That is why all of the distractions are being completely removed. All of the blockages are being completely removed. And as that elevation occurs, and as that constant transformation that is going on within us, continuously shows itself and takes precedence over our lives, those of whom do not wish us well, they will see that, and they will feel some type of way, but that is not for us to ponder on and reflect on. It's just something to be aware of, so that you can constantly protect your energy and your time and your space. If you know that you're at a job that you hate, why are you there? Oh, I got bills. We gotta stop being so dependent on these people, man. Like, we gotta stop being so dependent on them. Like, I don't understand. Like, that, it's just crazy. Like, why are we so dependent on them? Like, I'm at a point now, like, I'm done with it all. Like, I want to be 100% solely dependent on myself. Even if I gotta struggle for a little while, I am willing to take the sacrifice to struggle but a while, because I know my vision bigger. I know my purpose is bigger. And that's how serious you all have to get with yourself, collective. My soul family, that's how y'all have to get within yourself, because it's in each and every one of you. But it is up to you to unleash it, to tap into it, to walk into it confidently, boldly, fiercely, and fearlessly. Fear thy not. You know, don't fear these executive decisions that you will have to make in your life. Whether that has to do with cutting people off, quitting a job, getting rid of things you no longer need. You know, this is the time to do it. Because here comes spring and summer. Back then they didn't know you. But now you're hot. Now you're being bossed up and bigged up by the Most High God. Now they want your spot. Now they want to be back in that cup that they shared with you once upon a time. But you're going to be royalty, baby. Like, seriously. And this is not coming from a place of cockiness, but confidence. The chosen ones deserve everything that they have going for them, because they were able to withstand the long suffering. Take that leap of faith. Make those executive decisions today. Your life is on the line. We don't have much time, but the time that we do have, use it wisely. Build a legacy. Create generational wealth. Believe in yourself. Believe in your vision, even if no one else does. As long as you do that, you will attract the right people that believe in the same as you or have the same like-minded as you. They will be able to help you. You never know who God will send your way. You never know who you will meet. That's why I'm telling you all, be kind, be respectful to everyone. Reject, rebuke, and retreat from an enemy, though. You ain't gotta engage, react, or respond with one. Chunk up the deuces, wish them well, and have your low vibrational repellent ready for the low vibrational entities, you know. But with that said, excuse my voice, you guys. It's still early in the morning, so like my voice be all like, but y'all hear me though. You know, if you really enjoyed this message, you've been feeling a similar way, or, you know, you've done something like this in the past, you know, actually drop your stories down below. I'd love to hear if you guys have ever walked off a job. What was your experience? Why'd you walk off the job? Like, we're not putting up with anything less than what we deserve this year, period. If our spirit is unhappy, if our spirit is uncomfortable, remove yourself immediately. Plain and simple. Never mind what they say, never mind what they think. It's in you, not on you. Peace, love, and light. And until the next video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. Definitely share the videos on any of your platforms. I greatly appreciate the support. And we shall rise. Matter of fact, we have risen.